Okay, who are you and where are you from?
My name is Char and I'm from Seattle, Washington.
Fantastic.
And I'm Jay Lazerwitz, and I'm from Seattle, Washington, too.
And so, what do you do in your respective lives?
Well, I work for the Seattle Times as a UX designer, but I just recently retired. So I play music now.
And yourself?
And I'm an architect and visual artist. I retired from architecture, do visual art, and involved with neighborhood advocacy.
Oh, and for what?
For affordable housing, for transportation, public safety, and increased density, and walkable communities.
Wow. Wow. Has the climate changed much in your respective lives? Have you noticed anything since your childhood?
Yeah. Have I noticed anything? Well, the weather seems to be a bit different, and mostly I worry about the climate refugees, the water rising, and then the infrastructures that have to be fixed. And it seems like it's happening. It's in the news. So, yeah, I've noticed.
How about yourself?
And to me, just regionally in the Pacific Northwest, I've lived here for 40 years. It just seems the cycles are changing, and the precipitation, and just the seasons, throughout the year, especially through the summers and also the winters too. I mean, it kind of seems to be changing, and I've been to the mountains a lot, and I've seen a lot of areas where the glaciers have receded, both in the Pacific Northwest and in British Columbia and some in Alaska too.
Wow. And currently, how much do you think about climate change on an everyday basis, say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most concerned? How concerned would you say you are about climate?
Go ahead.
I think about it most days. Unfortunately, I mean, I was telling Char today about an article I read about methane and oil leaks, throughout the world. And I think, every day I read about another problem, and it gets to me. I keep up with different articles. So
you're a local activist. I mean, is Seattle doing anything?
Seattle's it's done things and trying to do other things, but it's I think we're just trying to really, a lot of the changes are really at a low level. I mean, it's really, there's a lot of big broad issues that we're not really dealing with in terms of how much we're using fossil fuels, how we're getting them out of the ground. There's so many different things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess my opinion is that, our government are spending a lot of money on lawsuits against each other, investigations, and leaving the younger people with a huge debt to pay. So I do really concerned about that.
And
we didn't give you a number on that, but it's pretty high, I guess.
Well, I can feel it. It sounds like it.
I don't know if it's 10, but it's somewhere between 8 and 10.
And then finally, with what you've mentioned, are you pessimistic or optimistic about the future? And is there anything we can do about it?
I'm not optimistic, unfortunately. Pretty pessimistic in so many ways. I'm hopeful that whether or not it's younger people or people in different fields, in the industrial fields, scientific fields, will come around and come up with some better solutions. I mean, we haven't lived lightly on the earth, and I think that's, unfortunately, it's going to be a big focus over the next really century, or we're just going to, not be around as as human beings on this earth. But the more we kind of continue with warring and other major, devastation, it's not going to get any better.
Yourself?
Am I optimistic?
Pessimistic, optimistic, and looking.
No.
What do you think?
It seems like we're not doing enough fast enough. So, I'm a little bit pessimistic.
All right. Well, that said, on the 6th of March here in Seattle, Washington, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for
Thank
doing
you.
this.
Good luck.
Have a good ride.
Thank you.